So, London Fashion Week, we're in the middle of.
We are in the middle of it.
Just dashed in from somewhere really glamorous.
I just came in from the Jonathan Saunders show, and we've got other things afterwards, but actually it's really lovely to take a break and talk about food instead.
Yeah.
You tweeted earlier a lovely tweet saying you can't wait, you're doing something different, escaping London Fashion Week, coming here for food. So
yeah, totally.
Thank you for joining us.
No, it's my pleasure.
And it is interesting, really, because I guess most people don't necessarily think of food and fashion as something that goes hand in hand.
No, they don't really mix.
Yeah, but you're really foodie. It's a big thing for you.
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, my family always really take the mickey out of me because they think that it's ridiculous that I love food so much, but I'm supposed to be slim for a living.
But you even wrote a cookery book.
I wrote a cookery book because I love food so much. I think that, you know, it's one of the greatest pleasures that life has to offer. And I'm not interested in starving myself. I'm a big fan of femininity and kind of sticking up for the female form. And I've always had a really big problem with sugar, so I needed to find a way of kind of curbing those really difficult desires and actually have a kinder to your system way of kind of feeding that part of me. And so I kind of started collecting all of these recipes, and then my mum turned around and said, look, there are a lot of people that struggle with the same issues, and you should share this with the rest of the world, so I did.
Obviously you're very, very busy, so you don't have hours and hours to cook. Do you have some tips on cooking quick things you like to cook?
A really lovely AGA favourite of mine is the baked potato, because it takes it's a no-brainer with a sweet one or a normal one, and you literally just wash it, stab it. I mean, you could put some oil around it and some salt, but you just put it in and it's the best baked potato of life. It's every time. I mean, the interesting thing was when I moved into my house, I didn't have an AGA in the kitchen. I had nothing in there. Yeah. I didn't have a kitchen yet. And it really wasn't a home until you put the heart in with the AGA, and it's brought so much joy to my everyday life having it in.
What's your favourite AGA sort of me-day dish?
I love making an amazing bolognese on the hot plates and letting it simmer for a good few hours and then turning it into a cottage pie. With either, then sticking it in the AGA. So then sometimes I'll use sweet potatoes, and if I'm being really naughty, I get to use white potatoes. And then and then I'd probably bake myself my healthier version of the sticky toffee pudding to finish, as I always have to have a pudding.
Ladies and gentlemen, Laura James and Daisy Lowe.
Thank you so much.